wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Noval. I'm student from the Jakarta School of Prosthetics and Orthotics, especially in Polytechnic of Health of Ministry Health Jakarta 1. And right now I'm a student, third year student. And then in this session I will talk about how to find the mechanical knee joint axis placement in KFO or knee ankle foot orthosis. As we know, in PNO or prosthetics and orthotics science, especially in orthosis, is many more type design, but one of type is a KFO. So that's why in this session I will to try based on my knowledge to give your information, like introduction of the mechanical knee axis joint placement, and then anatomy of the knee joint, and then how who user can be use this orthosis, and then the last procedure of the mechanical knee joint axis placement. So if any my mistakes, I'm so sorry, and then correct me if I'm wrong in your can be put the correction in the comment section. Okay, I will to try talk in this slide next. Thank you. Okay, the first slide I will to talk about the introduction first. What is knee axis placement or the location of the knee axis? So the knee axis is marking to relate to the mechanical knee axis joint place vertical line. So that's why this location is important in KFO. So the knee axis, it should be parallelism during attachment a sidebar or adjustment sidebar during fabrication in KFO. So to create the minimize tension in KFO during the patient when walking. So it is important to the knee ankle foot orthosis device. Okay, the second slide I will to talk about the who people can use this orthosis, especially in knee ankle foot orthosis. The mainly is poliomyelitis patient. The poliomyelitis patient, the characteristic is the patient have atrophy, and then the contracture of the muscle, and then the last can be the muscle of the quadriceps is weakness. So I will to divide it into more type again, and then the second one is atrophy also, like the causing the patient cannot use the muscle inactivity to create the minimize or deficiency muscle. The muscle is smaller than the normal. And then the third is the contracture. The contracture is the deficiency also in the leg. Leg is cannot moving, like the restrict motion in range of motion, cannot be free in motion during walking. And then the four is quadriceps weakness. the patient who have quadriceps weakness, we can prescribe this device or knee ankle foot orthosis, causing trauma or accident or injury. And then the knee medial in lateral instability can be also be causing like the quadriceps weakness, like the injury, accident, or trauma in ligament, so to create the instability during walking. So as a PNO or prosthesis and orthotis, we can prescribe this device or knee ankle foot orthosis. Okay, the third slide I will to describe or mention how many anatomy in the joint, but the specific the important thing to find the knee axis just only two part of the bone landmark, like the adductor tubercle and medial tibial plateau. So in this slide I will just mention in overall anatomy of knee joint. First, actually patella is the important thing to horizontal line to attachment, like the 60% and 40% anterior or posterior include patella, and then or 50% exclude patella. So the patella is important to find the knee axis also. And then the second is medial femoral condyle. The third is lateral femoral condyle and tibial spine. Next is intercondylar eminence. The next is also medial plateau, lateral plateau, and tibial tuberosity. So is that anatomy of the knee joint. Okay, finally we can discuss the main discussion also, how to find the knee axis placement or mechanical knee joint axis placement. So the first I will talk about the find the head of knee axis. The methods is have two types methods, and the first we can use the methods find the half of the or mid between adductor tubercle and medial tibial plateau, or we can use the methods like the head is 2 cm above the medial tibial plateau. Okay, the head is already done before, and then we can discuss about the find the horizontal placement of knee axis. There are three ways, namely, the first we can find 1/3 from posterior. It means like the level of head of knee axis mark the center of point of epidiameter are divided into two, and then at the same level divided again into three parts and mark the 1/3 from posterior, and then mark midpoint between the center point and 1/3 point from posterior. Those midpoint will be the knee axis. And then the second namely is divided into 60 and 40% at the level of height of knee axis, divided the AP diameter of knee axis 60% anterior and 40% posterior. Then the knee axis will place at 40% from posterior. And the last, namely, we can use the divided into 50% or exclude patella. For the 60-40% include patella. So in divided into 50% at the level of height of knee axis, divided the AP diameter of knee axis 50, and then the knee axis will place at those midpoint. So I think that's all from the my explanation about the how to find the mechanical knee axis joint placement in knee ankle foot orthosis. Okay, if have my mistakes, you can put the correction in column comment section to improve myself in the future. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.